Welcome to the Advanced Dual Health and Life Coach Certification. Today, we're going to be talking about mind optimization coaching modules, more specifically about the long-term mental optimization through habit formation. Introduction. What separates people who thrive mentally from those who struggle with focus, endurance, and clarity? The answer lies not only in their talent or intelligence, but in the habits they've built over time. Habits function as a bedrock for both success and mental optimization. When integrated correctly, they remove the cognitive burden of decision making, allowing individuals to channel limited mental energy into creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. Key points. The science behind habits. Habits are not formed through sheer willpower, they are born from intentional mechanisms ingrained in the brain. Coaches must understand these mechanisms to help the clients design habits that actually stick. The habit loop. At the core of every habit is a three-step process. Cue, which is a trigger, a signal that initiates a behavior. This could be location, time, emotional state, or previous action. Root, which is the action, the habitual behavior is itself, and reward, the positive reinforcement following the action. Have a look at this diagram, which looks at the understanding of the science behind habit formation. The brain uses this feedback to hardwire beneficial habits. Coaches must teach the clients to recognize and adjust these loops for optimal results. Neuroplasticity and habit formation. Habits form based on repetition and consistently. Due to the neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and restructure itself. The more a habit is repeated, the stronger the neural pathways become. Observation for coaches. Clients who struggle with habits often lack clear repetition. Advanced coaching strategies must involve daily or weekly systems to enforce this repetition actively. Time frame to habit mastery. A common myth suggests it takes 21 days to form a habit. However, research indicates that habit formation varies significantly, ranging from 18 to 254 days based on complexity and context. Coaching insight. Short-term wins should reward engagement during this period to maintain motivation. 2. Advanced tools for habit formation. Life and health coaches require cutting-edge tools and strategies to teach the clients more than the generic advice. Below are advanced methods to ensure lasting results. A. Habit stacking. Habit stacking involves attaching a new habit to an existing one to leverage the pre-existing routine's momentum. It works. Example, the cue toothbrushing triggers a new habit, creating a seamless extension. Coaching application. Partnering new habits with deeply ingrained actions that require little effort. B. Behavioral chaining. Behavioral chaining breaks down a complex behavior into smaller, manageable habits linked together sequentially. Example, a client experiencing overwhelm learns that this chain, morning cue, hydrate water, journaling 3 focus points, and starting work tasks. How it works. Momentum builds from one action to the next, making overwhelming activities attainable. Best for clients who are tackling complicated mental tasks or routine. C. Reward system customization. Behavior sustains when the rewards feel meaningful to the individual. Coaches should be avoiding one-size-fits-all incentives, example praise, and instead personalized rewards. Example, for creative clients, completing a focus block earns 20 minutes of hobby time. Coaching tip, use small frequent rewards to reinforce daily wins and larger milestones for long-term goals. D. Technology integration. Apps and digital reminders can automate cues and ensure consistency. Use habit tracking software or a simple calendar notification to build accountability. Case use. A client tracks daily meditation progress, noting the streaks to visualize success and adjusts the reminders when stagnation occurs. E. Disruption management. Clients often falter due to disruption, holidays, or illness. Example, coaches should be preemptively creating resilience, planning detail on how to return to habit loops post a disruption. 3. Designing client-specific habit plans. Even with the best tools, habit formation must align with the client's goals, lifestyle, and the cognitive tendency. Here's how to personalize plans for success. Step number 1 is to identify the cognitive goals. Start by understanding what the clients want to achieve mentally. It could be increased focus or productivity, emotional stability, or enhanced creativity for innovation. Step number 2 is to align these habits to daily routines. Create the plans based on existing routines. Example, you can add on to your morning habits, your workday habits, or your evening habits. Step number 3 is to build keystone habits. They carry a ripple effect, influencing other behaviors positively. Example, morning meditation leads to reduced reactive thinking, impacting decisions throughout the day. Step number 4 is to ensure incremental progress. Overloading the clients with too many behaviors leads to burnout. Start with small. Example, a specific week 1 goal and a specific week 2 goal. Step 5 is to review and adjust. Habit optimization isn't linear. Coaches must be evaluating progress, identify barriers, and refine strategies regularly. 4. Real world case examples. Case 1. Productivity boost for a corporate professional. Better focus and task completion at work would be their goal, and a habit plan is to habit stack with coffee time and task priority for journaling. Reward system of free time after completing key tasks. Case 2. Creative expansion for a writer. Goal is to enhance creativity while reducing procrastination. Habit plan would be Pomodoro writing sprints linked with relaxing breaks and daily inspiration intake via reading before the writing sessions. Case 3 is emotional regulation for a stay-at-home parent. Goal is to reduce the reactive behaviors during stressful moments, and a habit plan would be behavioral chaining yoga before stress triggers and emotional reward journaling of daily gratitude before sleep. 5. Coaching tips for success. You can simplify the initial instructions. You can leverage your social influence and celebrate the incremental wins with time. 6. Measuring success and long-term empowerment. Tracking progress and evaluating outcomes. Clients must hence grasp their power to reshape their habits independently, a mark of success for every coach. Best judge of the chorus. A true measure of success in habit formation lies in balance, ensuring habits are effective without overpowering the client's lifestyle. Coaches must be acting as orators and caretakers of this chorus, orchestrating harmonious interactions between daily routines, cognitive goals, and emotional resilience. Important takeaways for habit formation success: personalization of strategies, the feedback adjustment loop, incremental tangible progress, and barriers as learning opportunities. Empathy and engagement in coaching. Habit formation isn't just simply functional, it's deeply emotional. Coaches building robust, empathetic spaces initiate breakthroughs in not just habits but core identity alignments. Sustaining the habits long term require tracking for accountability, social accountability systems, and internalized habit value. Long lasting mental optimization isn't instantaneous. Coaches are the architects who laid the paths to stronger, more resilient minds and future forward lives by prioritizing habit balance and alignment without stagnation. Closing thoughts. Long term mental optimization requires more than aspirations. It demands systematic behavior shifts guided by highly curated habits. Coaches play a vital role in simplifying this process and helping the clients unlock their potential through subtle, impactful daily actions. The tool of habit stacking, behavior chaining, and personalized rewards are not just strategies, they are game changers in how the clients approach mental performance. When applied correctly, the results speak for themselves, a life re engineered for clarity, resilience, and creativity. What the clients carry from these methods is a knowledge that change is not a leap but a step-by-step process that anyone can master. And as a coach, you are the guide on this remarkable life-changing path. Let's have a look at the summary tables. Take a moment to have a look at table number 1, which looks at the components of a habit loop. Let's look at the component definition, role in habit formation, examples, and some client coaching examples. Take a moment to have a look at the example of reward. This is used for the positive feedback following that behavior. Role in habit formation motivates repetition and habit retention. Example, feeling organized after setting daily goals. Client coaching examples are that you can tailor the rewards to the client's preferences. Take a look at table number 2, which looks at the advanced habit formation tools. Have a look at the tools, the description, key benefits, examples, and the client guidance. Let's have a look at reward customization. We can use this as tailoring rewards to individual preferences, and the benefit is that it enhances the motivation to repeat habits. Example, free time after task completion, and the client guidance is assigning small immediate rewards for wins. Table number 3 looks at personalized habits aligned with cognitive goals. Let's have a look at the different cognitive goals, recommended habit, reward strategies, expected results, and some challenges. Let's have a look at increased focus as one of the examples. The recommended habit is Pomodoro technique for work tasks. Reward strategies, scheduling a creative break afterwards. Expected results is boosted work productivity. And the challenges are overwhelmed by using short focused periods initially. Table number 4 looks at sequential outcome of habit building. Let's have a look at the different stages. Description, brain response, manifestation in daily life, and some coaching application. Let's have an example of reinforcement phase. Here, the description is that it causes regular repetition which strengthens the habits with time. Brain response is stronger neural adaptations, which is plasticity. Manifestations in daily life is that it's a new habit which becomes easier and natural. And coaching application is that it encourages small rewards for effort. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the examples. And finally, let's move to table number 5, which looks at the common hurdles in habit formation and solutions. Let's have a look at the different challenges, root cause, impact on habit formation, coach advice solution, and some expected outcomes. Let's have a look at boredom. The root cause is that habits feel monotonous or unrewarding. Impact on formation of habits is that clients will drop habits due to lack of engagement. Coach advice solution is to rotate rewards or adjust the task execution. Expected outcomes is that there is a renewed interest in key habits. Let's now have a look at some MCQ questions. Take a moment to read through question number 1 and 2 and try to answer without looking at the actual answer. Take a moment to have a look at question number 3 and 4. And finally, question number 5. Thank you.